Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Nurmagomedov's trying for a submission here.
An attack an armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. And he's out. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Nurmagomedov. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Close guard. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Back to the feet now. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Now he's going to attack a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
5 minutes in the books.
Hey, stop.
Excellent job, Lester. Really like the ground control. Great positions. Your submission looked awesome, but we just barely missed. This round, we know it's
You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
All right, so perhaps a little frustration creeping in as our next round gets underway. Very close to submitting his opponent in the previous round, but was unable to do so.
Wasn't able to do it, but he was so very close. He needs to try to put himself back in that position, and maybe this time he gets the finish he wants so badly.
And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC.
It's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
And they separate. So 33 total strikes have landed for Israel Adesanya, landing with 80% accuracy against Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Now we're going.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Adesanya. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Oh man, that was
squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Oh, and he gets tagged. Beautiful combination there, and I'm not sure how many more of those power shots he can take, honestly.
The night is almost over. If you keep getting hit with punches like this, you are going to sleep.
Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. And this might just be a matter of time. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions. Right. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean, he looks like a boxer. He looks like a professional boxer out there, throwing and stringing those combinations together. He landed those big punches over and over again, and it was this one right here that really did change the tide of the round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Nice defense there. Single leg attempt, no good. Man, doesn't take a lot of these kicks to produce redness. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov.
He's gonna attack armbar here.
Oh, he postured up there.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback.
Now potentially working on a submission instead.
He's attack armbar now. There it is. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Tapping out tonight. 66 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. And pretty good connection rate as well, landing at 76% thus far against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Adesanya going for the leg kick. He does not connect. He blocks the punch.
Nice.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
Oh, he gets the takedown DC, that could be pretty useful when it comes to the scorecards, potentially.
Very useful when it comes to the scorecards, but also a testament to his conditioning and his cardio to still be throwing takedown attempts at the end of rounds instead of when he's fresh.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship
The
rounds.
fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job there.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from this position.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Attacking arm bar.
He might get a finish here. And he's out. Nice hammer fist. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way. The referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Adesanya. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Going for the arm here.
Oh!
Then he's out.
It's work. I'm going to stand this up.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Nurmagomedov's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top. Israel Adesanya's eyes closing up now, not good for him. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Nurmagomedov's trying for the Kimura submission here. And
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat.
It's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got in on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job. Good punch lands.
That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov, DC.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. Massive takedown kick land.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to...
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch.
Nicely done. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Oh, nice job to get back up again. You don't want to hang out on the ground with this guy. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is maybe John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Anik.
Nurmagomedov's eye appears to be closing up by the second. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these. Trying for a submission here. Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Nurmagomedov. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to fold him, yep, absolutely.
All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
So there he is, and still the baddest man on the planet, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world. It wasn't everyone's expectation that it would go the full 25 minutes here tonight, but whatever it takes is what he said during fight week, and that's exactly what he needed here tonight. After 5 rounds, the heavyweight champion remains the same. Congratulations to the baddest man on the planet.